my brother, who I had educated and taken through school in Kenya, had been admitted in a university in the US, and I was so glad because this is everybody's dream, that you educate a child and they go to the university and they finish up school. And this was my case. My brother was lucky to be admitted in Minnesota State University in the US. And this brother of mine had brought him up all through. He was a very obedient child. He went through his school life very well. He never misbehaved. He never hurt anybody. And I never felt the pain of paying his school fees because he was even a performer in school. He was performing so well. And guys, when he told me that he has applied for school in the US, and he was to go in the fall semester, I was so glad, and I kept touch with him to get to know the progress during the process of admission. When he told me the name of the university, I asked whether he has already been given an admission letter. And he showed me the email that yes, they already admitted him, but they have not given him the I-20. So I asked how I could help, but I was meant to understand that with the I-20, there's nothing I would have done about it because the school had to give that document. So I was asking if I can help with anything, but my brother said, okay, at the stage at which I am, I'm only waiting for the I-20, which I'll go with to the embassy, which I'll use to apply for the invite for the interview at the embassy. So guys, I supported him, and I remember waiting for that document between the admission letter and the day he received the I-20. It was like a whole 1 month, and I was so anxious. My brother going to a university in the US. I could see a bright future, guys, and this is what I wanted for my brother. So guys, finally the I-20 came, and we were all happy. And I remember him telling me that now, with this document, I will go and seek an interview date with the American Embassy. And it was to be done online, guys. And he did that, and he was invited for the interview in July, beginning of July, at the embassy. And I remember the interview was on the 13th July. And the semester was to start in August. So there was a lot that we had to do in case he's given a visa, which we thought would be the case. He would travel by early August or end of July. So guys, the invite came for the interview date. God was on his side. Everything was working out smoothly, and we were happy. And guys, it was that morning of the interview that I want to talk about. He received an invite to go for an interview at the American Embassy at 9 a.m. on the 13th. And on the 12th, he had gone for a sleepover at his friend's place, with my permission, guys. I permitted him to go. But my brother has always been a disciplined child. This time he's not a child, this is a grown man now, entering the university. And I knew all was well. In fact, I encouraged him to go and discuss with his friend questions asked at the embassy for an F1 student visa. And F1 is the student visa that a student gets from the embassy when you are an international student. And guys, I forgot to mention that my brother had been accorded a scholarship. He was going to study on a scholarship and called Maverick Scholarship, and which paid a certain percentage of his fees. And this was a godsend. So guys, my brother had my blessing when going to spend the night at the friend's place. And the friend was supposed, because the friend lives near Westlands, and you know the American embassy in Kenya is in Gigiri, they would leave. We prepared all his documents, and he would leave from his friend's place to go for the interview, which was nearer the interview venue, because Westlands at Gigiri is nearer than our home where we lived then. So guys, my brother sets out with his file, well alleged, all the documents well prepared, and sets out to go and spend the night at his friend's place. Guys, it was okay. They spent the night, and in the night we could talk. We could talk in the night, and they could tell me we are still revising. That was early, at about 7. They said they are still revising. And they told me they are going to the YouTube and trying to Google questions that are asked at the embassy, just to remind themselves of a few things here and there. And guys, I wished them well, and I told them, okay, don't sleep very late. Make sure you wake up early and get there in time. It happened that I also was exhausted. I had spent a hard day, a busy day, and I retired early. In the morning, I woke up at 5:30, and this is the time that I had asked my brother to, because his appointment was at 9, I had asked him to wake up early and leave at the house at least by 7. So I woke up at 5:30 and I called him at 6, and he didn't answer his call. So I said, okay, he may be in the bathroom. Guys, I waited for him to call back, and he didn't call back. So I said, okay, I'll try and call him at about 7. So guys, I called him at 7. He didn't answer his call. In fact, not that he didn't answer, his phone was switched off. So I decided to call his friend. I had his number, and I called his friend. And guys, his friend answered. I told him I'm trying to look for my brother, and he is not answering his phone. Because I'd spoken to them, both of them, the previous night together, I expected his friend to tell me where my brother was, or what he was doing that he was not answering his phone. And guys, very bad news was broken to me, because Isaac, who is my brother's friend, told me that last night they stepped out to go and purchase some milk from the local shop, And they were arrested, both of them, by the police. There was a police swap, and they were arrested. And I asked Isaac, what are you trying to tell me? How come you have your phone and my brother doesn't have? He's switched off. And Isaac explained to me that he has just been given his phone by the police in the cell to make a communication with his family and tell them where they both are. Guys, it is not a laughing matter. It was the most painful thing I've ever experienced, because I did not know what to do. Actually, I did not even ask Isaac to give me the phone, to give my brother the phone that I speak to him, because I started imagining that he has missed that very important interview on that day. And I did not know what else can be done, because my brother had told me that there was an instruction to the effect that if you are not sure that you will avail yourself for the interview, you are allowed to communicate with the embassy 2 days before the interview date and change. So in this case, it meant my brother's interview date has just gone like that. So I was very disturbed, guys, and what would I have done? The next thing I thought of doing is to rise up and go to the police station and try to maybe get my brother out of the police cell, maybe through a bond or something. And that is what I did, guys. My brother missed the interview, and it was the worst thing that ever happened to him, because he never got that chance again in that school, in that university. He tried to source it when he cleared with his case, but you know, the semester had already taken off, and it was hard to again get that readmission in that particular school. I was devastated. I'm still devastated, but still hoping for the best, guys. My brother is also sick. The word I can only describe his situation is that way, because he became so destroyed by that incident, and he's still trying in life, but what a devastation. Guys, there are times that things can happen to you and you wonder, why now? But the devil is a liar, and he's defeated all the time, in Jesus' mighty name. Guys, we are praying that we may get a chance this year. Pray with us, even as we try to source an admission in a different university, which we are trying at the moment, and we hope for the best. Like and subscribe to this channel, Never Age TV. And guys, see you in the next video. Bye.